the heart of winter, under the gray skies of Mississauga lived a Zoroastrian man named Rushan Anklasaria. He had come to Canada 3 years ago with a heart full of promise. Back home in Navsari, he was known as a calm soul, always smiling, always respectful, and always reciting his morning prayers near the sandalwood fire. But ever since he had landed on this foreign land, something had changed. There was an air, not the cold wind of Ontario, but something invisible that seemed to press against his chest every morning. His breath felt short, his temper was shorter. The smallest things, a long grocery line, the loud hum of heaters, a careless comment from a colleague, would ignite a fire in him. He snapped at strangers, cursed in traffic, slammed doors, and most dangerously, started to lose belief. "Where are you, Ahura Mazda?" he whispered once, alone in his one-bedroom apartment as he stared at the ceiling fan circling slowly like a hypnotic judge. "Why did you leave me?" His Faravahar pendant, once worn proudly around his neck, now sat in a drawer gathering dust. One Sunday, after a sleepless night filled with restless tossing, Rushan found himself walking through Jack Darling Park. The sky was dull, the lake frozen, and geese waddled around like they knew more than him. He was angry again, angry at his job, angry at people, angry at himself for being angry all the time. That's when he heard it, a whisper. Not a voice in the wind, but something older, deeper. "Your breath is not yours. The air you carry, you've accepted from the wrong source." He turned. No one. Rushan sat on a bench and closed his eyes. He hadn't meditated in years, but suddenly, as if from nowhere, a memory returned. His grandmother's voice from when he was 10. "Beta, always remember, bad thoughts, bad words, and bad deeds, they carry a weight in your soul. But the good three, Humata, Hukta, Farshta, can lift anything." He began to cry, not loud but silently. Tears rolled down his cheek and froze halfway. For the first time in years, he folded his hands, not for formality, not for a tradition, but out of longing. "Please," he said, "fix me." That night he dreamt of fire, not destructive fire, but the sacred attache of his Agiari. He saw his father tending to it. He saw a young version of himself offering sandalwood and bowing gently. And in the dream, a tall figure cloaked in light approached the fire and touched his forehead. He awoke gasping. The air was lighter. And in the days that followed, Rushan made small changes. He woke up early and lit a candle, whispering the Hashem Vohu. He emailed his boss to take a few days off and volunteered at a local Parsi community center. He stopped swearing in traffic, biting his tongue at first, then naturally. He wrote a letter to his mother and finally wore his Faravahar again. The bad thoughts still came, but now he watched them and let them pass. The bad words tickled his tongue, but he swallowed them. The bad deeds, he avoided them like black ice. He had begun walking the path of Asha again, the path of truth and righteousness. And one day, while walking home, a boy on a skateboard crashed into him and spilled his drink all over Rushan's shirt. The boy looked up terrified. "I'm sorry, sir." Rushan looked down, then exhaled. "It's okay," he said, smiling for the first time in weeks. "Just be careful next time." As he turned away, he noticed something. The air around him, it no longer felt heavy. Ahura Mazda hadn't abandoned him. He was simply waiting for Rushan to listen.